What's going on, guys? So in today's video we're going to be talking a little bit about the new Nike Phantom GX2 Elite and why, in my opinion, I think this might be Nike's best Phantom they've ever made. Let's jump right into it. Here's the brand new Nike Phantom GX2 Elite, and it looks really nice in this blackout colorway here. Nike, there's something about Nike and blackout colorways that just looks really nice. But yeah, let's get into the football boot. So this does carry over the same grip knit material coming from the GX1. How they were able to change it. Now it's a one-piece construction opposed to the two-piece construction. I actually have a GX1 here to show you guys. So as you can see here, you had the grip knit overlaying this fly knit tongue material here, making it a two-piece construction. And this football boot here was really good. I had no complaints with this. It was super comfortable, lightweight, nice grip on the ball. How were they able to improve that? Now let me tell you how they were able to improve on that. So I feel like with the one-piece construction here, they were able to save some weight on the football boot, and we are going to weigh them in just a second to see if my theory is correct, because they also do feel very light on your feet as well. So I can already tell that they are going to be a little bit lighter. They also added this 3D texturing on here to give you an additional grip on the ball. And when you hit the ball using this surface here, since it is a 3D texture element on here, you almost get that pinging sensation on your foot, which is very satisfying. We were used to seeing stuff like this on the power boots from Nike. Now I do have, let me see, I have these here, the Phantom Venoms, and as you can see here, these had a 3D texturing as well that was super satisfying when you struck the ball with this part right here. So I feel like they did something similar here with this texturing on here, so that when you strike the ball, you have that nice sensation on your foot. So this definitely adds to the experience of this football boot coming from the GX1. The comfort, I feel like it's improved as well, as you can see here on the toe box area. So if you can see here, this is more narrow and more crunched up right here, where if you can see it on the GX2, they've given you a little bit more width around this part here and on this medial side. So just improving the comfort just that tiny bit more on these, man. Also the grip knit feels way softer. Well, let me take that back. Not maybe way softer, but there's definitely a noticeable softness on this GX2 upper that was not present on the GX1. So don't get me wrong, these are super soft as well and were very sock like. But on these here, you could just see how this is almost like there's nothing there. It's just super soft. So that's how they were able to improve coming from the GX1, this 3D texture element giving you that nice pinking sensation on the ball. The weight on these feel lighter. The comfort is better. It's more accommodating for every foot shape. Now I do have a wider foot around that toe box, so this added width here is definitely welcomed on my part. I have no complaints on it there. And this is just a great football boot overall. In my opinion, it might be Nike's best Phantom they've ever made. And that's a big statement coming from me that I've tried almost all Phantoms. As you can see here, I have the Phantom 1s, the OGs, in this Nike ID colorway. These were my favorite Phantom up to date. These were coming in at a close second. But with this one, I think this one takes the cake for all those reasons that I just talked about. The 3D texture element on here, the weight, the comfort, just the overall package, man. It's just the whole thing. Alright, so I have a scale here, and I think it would be fun to compare the weights of the cleats to test my theory on them being lighter. So here I have the GX1. You can see they're weighing in at 181 grams. Fairly light already. Very speed boot-esque, if you will. Now let's try the GX2. And you can see they're weighing in at 168. So a total of 13 grams lighter. So I was right. They were able to shed some weight off of those GX1, which is just amazing. I'm telling you, if you try these, you are not going to regret buying these. They're just that good. So for comparison, so have these here. These are the Vapor 15 from Nike's Speed Boot line. These are also very amazing football boots. I love these a lot. But since this is from Nike's Speed Boot line, I thought it would be interesting to compare the weight on these and these, since these are being marketed as a control boot. So a different category. Let's see. As you can see, the Vapor 15 is weighing in at 166 grams. Remember that. And 168 for the brand new GX2. So only 2 grams difference between these two. That tells you everything you need to know about these. Now, because these here, if you have wider feet, these probably are not gonna fit you well. They're gonna be too tight around this area here. They're just gonna hug your foot too tight and cause some discomfort. But if you don't have to sacrifice that, and you have something like this where you have all the width you need, you have the lightweight, you have the grip, you have the texture. In my opinion, this is just the overall package, and that's why I feel like this is the best Phantom Nike has ever made. How they are gonna improve on this next year, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, so in conclusion, if you're on the market for a brand new pair of football boots and you have more of a wider foot than a narrow foot, then I think you should look no further than these right here. The experience on these is just superb. This can go toe to toe with just about anything out there. Once again, the comfort, the feel on the ball, the lightweight, it just has everything that you would want on a football boot. I am gonna leave the link down in the description below if you guys wanted to check these out. I do have the AG sole plate on it. I play mostly on artificial grass, so that's why I have this. If you play mostly on natural grass, you have the option for the FG. Those would probably be the way to go. But for me, of course, I play mostly on artificial, so I have to have this here because I definitely don't want to get injured using the wrong sole plate. But yeah, man, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.